Growing up, my mom would always tell me, do not envy people, because you do not know
Yeah.
what they done or the sacrifices they had
Yep.
to make to achieve what they have. So whatever situation I am in right now, it's thanks to me and my faith and my because I have a praying mom, right? She
Yes,
she
same.
does not play.
Yes,
you know,
yes. Thank God for them, eh?
yeah, thank God for that.
Every generation produces artists, but only a few emerge as interpreters of identity, memory, and resistance. Artists whose voices don't just ride the rhythm, but reclaim history. Artists who don't simply perform, but translate the soul of the people. This week, we are talking to things with one of those artists. Alex Cuffey, more popularly known as Muddy, born and raised in Grenada, is more than a soca artist. He is an artist, full stop. He is a storyteller, a cultural ambassador of the Jab Jab tradition, a son of Grenadian soil and spirit, and what I'd like to call an engineer of ancestral sound, crafting music that feels both rooted and revolutionary. Over the years, Muddy has moved through stages and seasons, earning second place at Grenada's National Soca Monarch in 2015, third place in 2018, and once again second place in 2024. However, his music has never been about the accolades or about the trophies. It's about testimony. In 2024, he released The Moment, a song that opens not with bravado, but with clarity. I told them I will be back, someday to come. It's not just a verse, it's a vow, a reckoning, an arrival, and a promise. And while Payroll may be the song gaining international acclaim right now, it's Muddy's full body of work that carries the weight of a movement. This is not the sound of a man chasing success. It's the sound of a man answering his calling. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Talk the Things, where we discuss personal growth, travel, music, beauty, and wellness while encouraging you to live fearlessly and fabulously. I'm your host, Ash, and this week we are talking to things with a trailblazer and trendsetter, not just in Grenadian Soca, but in Soca in general. One of my favorite soca artists, Muddy. Hi, Muddy. How are you?
Hello, hello, hello. I am great. Love the intro, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. They're calling me the Jamaican Oprah, so thank you very much.
They're onto something. They're onto something.
Thank you. No, thank you so much for coming to talk the things with me. As a little bit of an icebreaker for our first time guest and for persons listening for the first time, we begin each episode with our listeners' favorite segment, and it's called Dat Na Sound Safe. So
Okay.
basically, what I'm going to do is read messages or social media posts that listeners sent in. And if you think it sounds crazy or a little bit concerning, you'd say that not sound safe and explain why. And if you agree, you say you agree and explain why. Nothing scary.
Sure.
All right, cool. All right. The first person said, the only time West Indian parents let you lie is to tell someone that they're not home or not around.
That's super, super accurate.
Yeah. I
Com-
don't know why they're like that.
countless times.
Right? They'll be telling you to lie about that, but in the same breath telling you not to lie. It's like
Yeah,
so confusing.
yeah.
So yeah, so that sounds safe because it's true, but it's not safe because it's very confusing for a child trying to
Very.
differentiate what is a okay lie versus what is not an okay lie.
It's like you have
Oh
to turn to
gosh.
a parent to know if you have to lie. No, I have to tell the truth.
Exactly,
Yeah,
right? So typical Caribbean parents, very contradicting.
yeah,
All right. The next person said, my patience is basically like a gift card. Not sure how much is left on it, but we can give it a try.
yeah. That's safe.
That's safe. So are
That's
you an impatient person?
I would say I've been patient for the most part of my life, and
Okay.
at this point, I just kind of want what I want.
I can really resonate with this one. I feel
Yeah,
like this one sounds safe to me. However, I will say, being an impatient person, there is a downside in that sometimes sometimes you can reflect and think, okay, maybe I should have waited or maybe I should have allowed things to happen. But I also understand from that point of view where, like you said, you've been patient for so long
yeah,
and now it's like you just want what you want. Like you
yeah,
don't have time. You can't bother with the waiting, you know?
yeah. But patience is key though. You have to have it at some point in your life, you know.
That's true.
But
That's true.
I think patience without knowing like what direction it would take at the end. I think we have
Mm.
to know what we want and know. If let's say we're in a
Mm.
relationship or something, and you have been in this for some time, and you having problems, and you speaking to your partner over and over and over, and nothing is getting done. There comes a time when in a man's life or in a woman's life where you have to understand that this person is not going to change, so patience is not going to fix this situation,
Ooh.
you know.
Muddy, you come to talk the things today, you know. You come to talk the things. I almost have to call you Alex by your real name because that is so true. And
Yeah,
I'm sure a lot of people listening are really resonating with it
yeah,
because, I think it's okay to be patient with somebody, but like you said, if you know that they're going in the direction that you need whatever relationship you have to go in, that's different than being patient. And like you said, they're ignoring your wants and your needs,
yeah,
and you're just wasting time. And I think to your point, people don't realize time is very expensive. It's
very.
something that you cannot get back.
Hmm.
So I think that's really, wow, I never thought of it like that. But yeah, that's really insightful for
Yeah.
sure. Definitely. All right. Okay. I can agree with you then. I can switch. That sounds safe. That sounds
Yeah,
safe. All right. The next person said, I stay away from people who avoid self reflection and accountability. If you can't be real with yourself, there's no way you can be real with me.
that sounds safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds safe.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah,
Accountability and self reflection is definitely important. And I feel like a lot of people don't practice it, which
yeah,
is concerning.
yeah,
I think it's easier for a lot of people to tell you where you went wrong or what you did wrong, but it's very rare that you meet somebody at any level, whether it's in your workspace or personal life, that can say, you know what, I did this and that wasn't right, or, I could have done this better.
yeah. It's always a more difficult conversation speaking to the mirror, because
Mm,
it's not like we don't know what we do wrong. We know what we do wrong. We know
yeah,
when we go wrong or when we've hurt someone, when we've did a bad thing. But
yeah.
accountability is a fight for most people. It's been a fight in my life as well, you know.
Really?
Yeah, but growing up and maturing, taking the time, taking the patience, and maturing and
Yeah.
understanding that I'm not a perfect person, you know. I
Right,
do make
right.
mistakes, and the only way to move past those mistakes is to hold myself accountable for it, you know, and do the right work
Yeah.
to be a better place. Because if you already think that you're in the best place, there's no growth there left.
Mhm.
you know.
So true. And you're never not growing. I
Yeah,
mean, unless you're no longer on this earth, I
yeah,
feel like, you're always learning. And that's something that I learned a lot from my dad. At any age, he always instilled in us, you are always learning,
yeah.
like don't ever think you know everything about everything because you
Facts.
don't,
Yeah.
you know?
A
So,
little,
yeah.
a little toddler on the street could teach you something about your life that you never knew.
Yes. Yes, that's so true. And those that aren't interested in learning something new, I feel like they stay stagnant too.
Yeah,
Like they may get older in age, but mentally they're just at the same place
yeah,
because they don't feel like they can be taught. Like they don't feel like they're teachable,
yeah.
you
Because
know?
you put a ceiling on your brain. You know, you put a ceiling on your growth.
Yes.
You already
So
feel like you
true.
have are at this level when you are on a way lower level. So if
Mm-hmm.
you think you're the
That's
best,
so
there's
true.
nothing better than the best. So you're just gonna stay at this
Yeah.
one rate, and the world is just gonna leave you behind.
Yeah. And that not sound safe. We
That
can
don't
agree
sound
on
safe
that.
at all.
All right, two more. Then, oh my gosh, the next person said, I know life can be tough, but Uno really have to start wearing deodorant.
Definitely, definitely.
Can't manage.
Yeah,
Yes, guys, Carnival season is upon us, and I think it's very important that you smell, nice and fresh and clean.
yeah. Because especially around Carnival season
Yes.
is the time when you see the most shirtless peoples in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
and
That's true. That's true.
hygiene is something that you have to get right because it's
Yes.
uncomfortable for not just for the other, but for even your friends. Your friends have to tell you
It's
about it. It's
true.
uncomfortable,
Yes, it's very
right?
uncomfortable and we don't deserve that.
Yeah,
It's very,
we
and
deserve to have
like
a conversation where we could just talk, and I don't have to think about the scent. You know, let's have a conversation. It's me and you talking, not
my
me, you and your perspiration. You
oh my gosh. I can't manage. Oh my gosh, I literally have tears in my eyes.
know.
No, that is 100% true.
Yep.
I just wasn't ready. That was 100% true.
Sorry for being
Because
so blunt.
like
Sorry for being so blunt.
no, no, I love it. I love it. You'll notice I really love to laugh, so you're
Yeah.
gonna hear me fight for my life a lot.
Mm.
But um it's so true because my mom used to always tell me, like, as a little girl, I will always tell you things that you need to know. Like, your friends probably aren't even always going to tell you. Because, like you said, your friends should tell you,
Yeah.
but some friends don't say anything,
Yeah.
and that's concerning. Like, some friends, even when it comes to, like, as a woman, okay, you go out with your friends and you see a group of women and you see, let's say there's three women, two women, they look beautiful, their makeup is intact, even though we're outside, like everything is together. And then you see their friend and her makeup is dripping off her face. And, she just kind of looked popped down. And you're
Yeah.
thinking, why would you let your friend come out like that?
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you say something? So it's like, to your point, your friend shouldn't have to have that conversation, but you should do it for yourself because you don't know if you have a friend that wouldn't tell you that
Yeah.
wouldn't tell you smell bad. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And then maybe you see some guy you like and you go up to him and he said, geez, no, sir, this not gonna work.
It's not safe.
That no safe at all. Oh my gosh, hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, final one. The person said, envy no one. For whatever you see, a price was paid.
Yep.
Yeah,
I strongly believe that.
same, 100%. I think that people, especially like when you get to a level of success in your life, I find that people only see that. Even the people that have known you for a long period of time, it's like they forget all that you had to go through to come
Yeah.
to that point.
Yep.
And they just have this perception like, oh, you're so lucky, or oh, you made this money. So surely you can give me a blight. Surely you can give me a thing. Surely you can, and they don't consider all of what you've had to sacrifice to
Yeah.
get there. I think
Yeah.
that's such a real thing.
Yeah. Growing up, my mom would always tell me, do not envy people, because you do not
Mm,
know
yeah.
what they done or the sacrifices they had
Yep.
to make to achieve what they have. And
Yes.
I've been a victim of it when it comes to even my musical career or even just my life. The things that are accessible to me in my life is all things that was created by me. It wasn't a handout. I didn't have it easy.
Right.
You
You had to
know,
work for
I
it.
had to work for it. So whatever situation I am in right now, it's thanks to me and my faith and my because I have a praying mom, right?
Mm,
She
yes,
she
same.
does not play.
Yes,
you know,
yes. Thank God for them, eh?
yeah, thank God for that. So I would never envy a man because I personally see, well, I do the work, and
Right.
I like to
Right.
see. So progress is something that I love seeing, no matter where it's coming from. It's just motivating to me. So
Yeah, I agree.
I will see the outcome or the results of whatever, but I do, however, I'm very interested in the process. So even though I see the big blow up, I will ask questions to try to know how did this happen? How did you
Right.
grow this business from one single mole billing 5 blocks to now you're producing 5,000 blocks a week. I just want to know the process of that, how the work is done. So me,
Yeah.
envy is never in the cards for me. I like the work behind it.
That's so beautifully said. And I think it's such a really important message to put out there because again, we live in an era, excuse me, of
Yeah,
social media where everything is so instant,
yeah,
and people think they can just go on Instagram or go on TikTok and make a video and then they're just going to be the next big thing. And
yep,
it just seems like people don't really, especially within music,
yeah,
like the
yeah,
machines and the AI and the
yeah,
all this. And it doesn't mean that it's all bad because it's helpful in some ways, but I find that we've lost like that concept of hard work and wanting, like you said, to learn what it
yeah,
took to get there rather than just wanting the outcome, you
yeah,
know?
yep.
All right. So now we're going to talk the real things. So I would love it if you could tell me about your earliest memories of sound. So if you could tell me your earliest memory, not just of music, but literal sound, like what did Grenada sound like to you as a child?
As a child, I would say, like, my upbringing was, I grew up in church. you know
Uh huh.
my mom was
Yeah.
a regular church goer, so
Mm-hmm.
I've always been fascinated with the music in church. So I've always had love for that
Oh,
sound,
nice.
right?
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
know growing up, and I didn't used to take part in carnival. I would admit I wasn't a carnival baby
Yeah.
because I am my
Okay. Okay.
yeah, I'm my mother's last child, so I was well protected. I couldn't
Yeah.
do a lot of stuff. So when I did pick up the
You're the
singing at a
baby, the
later
wash
age,
belly.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was different. But I would
Mm-hmm.
say carnival song like, um I would give flowers to the elders. That's the Tangler and the
Mm,
Ajamo and the Inspector, even the
mm,
younger elders like Lavaman and Mr. Killer and them. I would
mm-hmm.
love to give them their flowers because this is what I knew about what music was supposed to
Mm.
come from. I'm like, what's supposed to sound like coming
Okay.
from my
Yeah,
country
yeah.
and my culture.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. Beautiful. And did you know that I know you grew up in church and around music, but did you know that you always wanted to be an artist particularly?
I did not. I always loved singing.
No.
No, I always loved singing. I
Yeah.
would I would sing with my friends. I would sing with my family. And
Mhm.
I remember the first time I recorded myself, hated my voice.
Mhm.
I told my brothers
Really?
I hated my voice. Yeah.
Oh
And
my gosh, I cannot believe that.
yeah, I mean, it was my first time doing it, and it was uncomfortable
Yeah.
hearing my voice or the sound of what I'm saying coming from a different device. You know,
Really? That's
yeah,
so crazy. Wow. Wow, wow. That's so crazy to hear just because obviously I know your voice as,
yeah,
the superstar that you are now. So that's hard for me to conceptualize, but
yeah,
I get
yeah.
it for sure.
And
Wow.
I had to go through the whole long process of learning my voice and
Mhm.
stuff because ever since I started, I've always been producing
Mhm.
myself, always been mixing my own vocals, always been doing the mixing and engineering by myself.
Okay.
So
By
it,
yourself, yeah.
yeah, it was a learning experience up and up and up. So
Mhm.
now I found my voice, I like it. I'm comfortable with it. I'm guessing the world is comfortable with it because it's happening.
Guessing.
But
Hello. That's okay.
yeah,
Be humble. Be humble. That's fine. No, but speaking of
yeah,
your voice, right?
yeah,
Your music plays with a little bit of dance hall,
yeah,
soca, Afro fusion, and it even touches on a little bit of hip hop.
yeah.
So, how intentional is that cross pollination for you? Like, is it a strategy or is it more of an intuitive reflection of who you are as a person?
I would say the second one because
Okay, who
I,
you
I
are.
wouldn't say it's cross pollinated because it's actually rooted. I Soca is
Ah,
actually the last genre I started doing. You
okay.
know,
Okay.
I started singing in high school and
Mm-hmm.
I was singing hip hop music and dancehall music, reggae music for years.
Really?
Yeah.
So internally, you're really a Jamaican, is what you're telling me.
I don't want to say that now, but I
I
would say
know, don't say that. No, no, I'm just joking, guys. I'm just joking. He's Grenadian through and through.
I will say that I am deeply influenced by the Jamaican culture when it comes to music because
Ah,
what I do believe that it's music is my thing, and I don't consider myself like a soca artist. I just consider myself like an artist because it doesn't matter the success of what happens to me in soca. I will sing dancehall music. I still want to be in rooms with the big dancehall
yeah.
names and the big hip hop names and
Yes,
everything.
okay,
So
got you. And
yeah,
would you say your style leans more towards dance hall than soca, or is it really like in the middle? Because to me it seems like such a well-placed mix.
yeah,
Like I can
yeah,
hear the dancehall influence, but then I can kind of hear the soca or the jab in there as well.
yeah.
But how do you perceive it?
I would say it's in the middle. I would say
In the
because
middle. Okay.
even in my soca music, I do um tend to draw a lot of references to dancehall lyrics as well. You know, because to me, soca is fun. Soca is real fun, but the dancehall side of me wants to express different stories than just what's fun.
Ah,
So,
okay.
so you would get me to sing some fun stuff, but is really the side of dancehall that would make me say something like, "When stars align, greatness outshines all hatred in space and time," because
That is
that's
my song, you gone ahead, but yeah, that is my song.
yeah. I would say that
I know
influenced
what you
that.
mean though.
Yeah,
That's true. We were talking about, I forgot what episode we were talking about it, but saying that soca is so fun and so happy.
yeah,
But to your point, like when I think of songs with like a message and wanting to empower you, I truly do think of dancehall or reggae.
yeah.
However,
Dancehall reggae.
there are some soca songs, I can't think of the top of my head, but there are some that are very empowering as well. So I definitely see what you're saying for
Yep,
sure.
yep,
And speaking of that, you also write your lyrics, and there's this kind of rawness, I would say, in your lyrics, a kind of emotional honesty that
yeah.
comes through. So, where does that come from? And do you write from personal experience, or are you also channeling like a collective story of maybe your peers or people in your community?
I would say first off, I do not write
Hmm.
music. I haven't penned a song in the last 8 years. You know, yeah,
Really?
I do not write. I I I vibe
Okay.
music. I would listen to a beat and the rhythm
Hmm.
would tell me what to sing. I sometimes I use personal experiences. I use experiences from my friends, what they go through, or just world experiences, just
Yeah.
different ways of creating because I like my stuff to be open, you know. So it's
Okay.
not just about me. It's not just about what I experience, but I have people around me. I have things that I've experienced, like not not personally, but with the
Right,
people
right.
around, with my surroundings,
Okay.
and yeah, we come up with a good project just by listening to a couple beats and vibing.
So, just for my clarification, when you say you don't write music, right? You mean you don't write the actual like sound, but you come up with the lyrics,
I
correct?
I don't write the lyrics though.
So, how do you come up with the lyric? Like, is it like a group effort?
Uh, I would say sometimes, but most times I'm just in the studio by myself. I would listen to a beat. I would listen
Yeah,
a
and then you
rhythm.
just speak it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say I freestyle.
Okay.
I,
I know exactly what you mean now.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. So you come up with the idea and then you kind of just flow
y-
whatever comes out and then
yeah,
you piece it together.
yeah.
So basically you're like the Jay-Z of soca and dancehall. Got it. Okay, perfect.
I'll
Perfect. That
take it.
sums
I'll
it
take
right
it.
up. Well, I'm gonna be on here and say it. You don't have to say it, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's a gift. Okay, so Grenada, I think, has such a rich but underrepresented musical identity. So, what do you feel is misunderstood or overlooked about Grenadian artistry on a global stage?
Overlooked.
Yeah, like I feel like a lot of people don't know how much Grenadians like contribute to Caribbean culture. I feel like they just think of the Trinidad, at least when it comes to soca.
Yeah. I would say um publishing and marketing is different. I would say it has a lot to do with the population of the country as well. You
Ah,
know,
interesting.
because
Okay.
we have to admit that yeah, we when we find something that we like, it doesn't matter who likes it or not. But
True.
it's also a thing where this song has 500,000 views, so it must be better than this song that has 30,000 views. You
Mm,
know,
yeah, I see what you're
so
saying. Yeah.
there's the onlookers that look at it that way as well. But when it
Yeah.
comes to performances across the world, though, I think that Grenada does a beautiful job when it comes to shows because I've been to the London, I've been to Canada, I've been to the US to perform, and
Hmm.
it's always like when you perform, it's
Yeah.
always well received.
Yes, I will
Like
say that. That is
they
so
know of
true.
the job.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes. People like me that are new to it are
yeah,
learning, but I feel
yeah,
like I've gotten a lot of good lessons these last few episodes. I feel like I'm pretty much Grenadian at this point.
yeah, yeah,
No, that's definitely true. I think that more persons are becoming aware that,
yeah.
Grenada has a place in the
In the
whatever
music,
you want to
yeah,
call it. Yeah, in the music scene because I just think that so many people will hear a song. I'm one of the people, I'm raising my hand, and just automatically assume the person singing is from Trinidad because they
yeah,
just don't know. You know what I mean? Like when you just don't know something. And that's
yeah,
why I think these conversations are so important. And that's really why one of the reasons why I have this platform, because I think a lot of people might hear songs and they don't know the artist and they don't know where they're from and they don't know where it comes from. They just hear
yeah,
it and love it, but they're not able to associate it with the country or with the person, you know?
yeah, yeah.
So, but yeah, Grenadans, oh my God, you guys full of energy. That's very true.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. And speaking of that and the stages that you've graced, we have to talk about your stage presence. Now, I've never seen you live, but I've watched a lot of your shows online or what have
Yeah,
you. And your energy is undeniable. So, what
thank
would you
you.
say? You're welcome. What would you say is your mental or emotional state when you're performing? Like, do you feel like yourself or do you kind of like morph into someone else entirely?
I would say I it's a different person. But
Yeah.
it's connected. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to disconnect myself from it completely, but
Right,
I
right.
know introducing me on the stage
Mm-hmm.
and me touching the stage, there's a huge difference from me having the mic in my hand and being on the step
Mm-hmm.
and me being on the stage. You will introduce me, I will
Okay.
have butterflies. I want to use the toilet. I want to do all kind of stuff, you know.
Yes,
And
I
then
know that feeling. Yeah.
the music start to play, and then
And
it
you
just
just
goes away.
change. Oh,
It just
I can
goes
so
away.
resonate with that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I feel like it's also a reflection of, or a reminder, I should say, that's where you're truly meant to be. It's just you
yeah,
have to get on the stage. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like it's just
yep,
once you get on there, it's like you transform into like an Avenger or a Power Ranger or something, you
yep,
know?
yep, yep.
No, I can definitely resonate with that for sure. And what's a song of yours that you would say changed you? Not your career, but you as a person. Like maybe it taught you something about yourself or unlocked something deeper within you.
I would say there was a song a couple of years ago that I did on a beat from Noah X.
Mhm.
We actually did two songs like the back to back, 2 different years.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
one one was Liking Myself, that was a groove, and also Tanks. You know,
Oh.
because those Liking Myself, it was just a song about me accepting that this is who I am, you know, and
Mm.
no matter what you do or what you say, I love who I
Yeah.
am.
Oh, mood. I
and
love that.
and the year after, I would say that's my favorite,
Okay.
and that
Okay.
that that kind of changed me when it comes to the way I look at myself. And
Ah,
also
love that.
the year after, I did
Mhm.
a tribute to Tank in the Fans, and that's the name of that song is Tanks. And that
Oh.
is a song that really, you know, it made me appreciate the fans, made me appreciate myself a lot.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to look those up when we get off of
yeah,
this. I
yep.
love those. Nice. Very nice. And you're representing Grenada. Speaking of like the fans, you're representing Grenada in rooms and on stages that generations before you couldn't even dream of doing. So do you carry that with you, like the weight of that responsibility, or do you just try to focus on the now and not really think about
Yep.
the real deep meaning behind that?
I do think about the meaning. I do think about
Hmm.
the meaning. However, I just see it as I'm doing my part. Like, this is what I really genuinely feel like this is what I'm supposed to do. Like,
Yeah,
I would be
love
doing this
that.
even if I wasn't getting the reception or paid like that.
Hmm.
I would this is my thing. Music is my thing,
I
you
love
know.
that, and it's definitely felt through your music, so that
Yeah,
doesn't surprise me at all.
thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so before we transition to our final segment, I have been allowing my guests to ask me one question this season since you guys don't get to ask me anything. So, is there
Yeah.
anything you'd like to ask me?
Mm, what would I like to ask? Have you ever been to Grenada?
I have actually. I
You have.
have. Yes, I've been. So technically, I've been twice, but I only like to count once. And here's the reason. So the first time I went on a cruise. And I know when people tell me they've been to Jamaica on a cruise, I instantly roll my eyes because I feel like you don't really get Jamaica by going on a cruise and getting off a boat
Yeah,
for a couple hours. So
yeah,
when I went a couple months ago, I really feel like I got to experience like truly Grenada. Like it felt like I had never been there before and I absolutely loved it. And I will be back this year because it's
yes,
become like one of my favorite places.
yeah. Awesome, awesome. Come for
Yeah.
Carnival this year. See me put that crown on my head.
First of all, I will be there. That's a number one. I will be there.
Awesome.
And I would love to see you put that crown on your head. I feel like
Yeah,
this is the year. I feel like
yeah.
this is the year for you. I feel like you are so incredibly talented. And I mean, you've deserved it before, but I feel like you're really, this is really going to be the year for you.
Thank you.
All right. So, for our final segment, I'm going to ask you 7 quick rapid fire questions, and you have to answer with the first thing that comes to mind. Okay.
Mm, okay.
All right. What is one thing that people misunderstand about you?
They think I'm a womanizer.
Really? And
Yeah.
is it because I usually don't do follow up questions, but again, have to ask, is it because of your music or because of the way that you present yourself, would you say?
I would say my music, yeah,
Okay.
because I'm
Okay.
usually not out that much. I'm literally at home all the time.
Mm-hmm.
If I go out, there's a few places that I hang out just to chill with my friends and to unwind and reason. And if you see me out, is either I'm at my friends or I'm performing somewhere. But
Okay. So when they hear things like "bail up on the jab jab," they
yeah,
assume that that is who you are 24/7.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, man, I know the things them. Yeah. Okay. I understand. All right. What is a song that always uplifts your spirits?
mm, that song from Chronics. When I look at where I'm coming from,
Oh, I love
I
that
know I'm
song.
blessed when I close my eyes
Yes.
and smile. Yeah,
Yes, I love that
yeah,
song. And I love Chronics. And I'm crossing my fingers and my eyes that he's coming back this year. We need him.
yeah.
So, yeah,
Mm,
love that. All right. What is your dream collaboration?
I have a lot.
Yeah, but okay, what's your
I,
top okay, what is your top 5? How about that? Since you have a lot.
okay, top five collaborations.
Yes. Besides
For,
me, besides me.
for, first off, who I'm gonna have to go with? I'm gonna have to take one of my favorites. I would say
Uh-huh.
lyrical out of Trinidad.
Oh, yes, I
Yeah,
love him. Yeah.
yeah,
That would be oh my god, that would sound
yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
I would say lyrical. I would say also say Skinny Fabulous.
Okay.
Mm, Marshall Montano.
Ah, nice.
I would say Popcorn.
Ooh, now that would be amazing. Oh my god,
Yeah,
I would love to hear that.
yeah. And for the last one, I'll go
Mhm.
Afro and say Bonner Boy.
Ooh, that's also a good one. And honestly,
Yeah,
I think those are all possible. I don't even think
yeah,
those are really dreams. Those are all within the
mm,
realm of possibility for you, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Especially once you have this crown on your head.
yeah.
Okay, next question. Would you rather a beachside date or a late night studio session?
I will have to go to studio session. But
Yeah,
however,
I figured you would say that. Yeah.
if I do have to do a date though, I rather do a beachside date rather than some fancy restaurant. We could sit down and spread a
Yes.
blanket and have a picnic and chat.
So something
Yeah.
different. But if you had to pick between the two, you would do a studio
That
session.
I love studio. I love studio.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. All right. Next question. If your music had a color, what color would it be?
That's a good question.
I told you I'm the Jamaican Oprah.
Hmm. My music had to be a color. What would it be?
Hmm.
I would say red.
Really? Why? Because that's my favorite color. Why?
It's also my favorite color as well, but I would say
Really?
red because
Hmm.
I I aspire to stand out, and red is something that always stands out.
I love that. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Second to last question. and we kind of talked about this earlier. The first song you ever wrote or recorded that made you say, "Yeah, man, I ate this," like you knew it would be a hit.
Mm. First song that I recorded in that way,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew it was gonna happen.
Yes.
I would say, last year I did a song called "The Moment" for Soca Monarch. I placed second with it.
Oh, I love that song. That's my
Yeah,
favorite song.
and that that song, from the day that I recorded it,
Yeah.
I say, well, yeah. I actually sent a message to, she actually sent it back to me, one of my critics, and
Mm-hmm.
the day I recorded the song, I sent it to her, and I sent a
Mm.
message. I said, screenshot this message. This song is gonna be the song that's gonna do it for me.
Jeez.
And
Wow.
she screenshot it, and like the year last year when
Mm-hmm.
I released the song, I actually
Mm-hmm.
sent back the screenshot to me.
I can't manage. I love that though. That's
Yeah,
honestly one of my favorite songs of yours. So that doesn't shock me that that
yeah,
was the one. I
yeah,
absolutely love that. Okay, and last but not least, if you could get in a time machine and you could speak to your 16-year-old self, so your high school self per se, what advice would you
yeah.
give him?
I would tell him to focus on music,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, because I would say my experience of this life kind
Yeah.
of lead me up to the point that I am today,
Uh-huh.
and music is something that does it for me. So I would tell him to focus on music and love the people that you're around. Love, always tell the
Oh,
people that you care about.
yeah.
Tell them how much you feel, because on this
Yes,
journey I
very
lost a couple
important.
of people that was very important to me.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. But that's such a powerful message because it's true. I think we have so much time, but I heard this saying the other day and it's so true. Time is everything we have and we don't have, like in
Yeah.
the same breath, you know?
Yep.
So that's a very important message. I love that. Beautiful,
Thank
beautiful.
you.
All right. So you have to let me do my little thank you. Try your best not to
Yeah.
cry. But Muddy, you have given the Caribbean diaspora more than a voice. I feel like you've offered us vision, and what you're doing isn't just for the charts or the accolades, it's for the culture. It's a reminder that the Caribbean, and Grenada in particular, has never lacked power, only platforms. And you, Muddy, are building the stage and the language. You're not just composing songs, you're turning them into archive and performance, into presence. And in doing so, you're not only claiming the moment, you are expanding the meaning of what a moment can be for Grenada, for Jab Jab, and for the Caribbean as a whole. You are not just an artist from Grenada, but through your music, you're sending a message that says, we belong here. Or in your words, they gonna have to put the Jab Jab on a payroll.
Woo! Uh,
So thank you so much for coming to talk the things with me.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. It was That was so beautiful, by the way. It was a pleasure being here. Thank you. Thank you for
Oh,
having me.
thank you. You're welcome. I was trying not to break out in song, because that is my song.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to invite me so I can be front row acting a fool with my Jamaican and Grenadian flag, because now
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
both.
man. You're gonna take you're gonna take a picture with a crown on your head this year.
Yes, I have to. And I love a crown. Don't get me tempted, okay? Because
I got you.
I will not give it back to you. No, thank you so much for coming. And before you go, is there anything you want to share with the audience, like where they can follow you, all that good stuff?
You can follow me on all social media, all handles at Muddy the Original. And yeah, remember, when stars align, greatness outshines all hatred in space and time.
Oh, I love
Blessings.
that. So, Money, you couldn't just bless me with a little bit of singing that last part.
Uh, I could. Let me try. Let me try. When stars are lying, greatness outshines all hatred in space and time, and still we rise with grace and with faith in the morning, with chains and oil. I am a backpack and I ready. Rum in my backpack and I ready. Promoter done laughing already with a backpack and he heavy on now. They go out to put the
Jab
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 jab on
my
a
payroll.
payroll. Oil fresh like
Wicked.
cookie. I mean,
You're so gracious for blessing me with a dub plate. I
thank
love
you,
that.
thank you.